you had a bit of a hanky-panky with.
Yeah.
No, just a peasant girl.
Lady Elfin of Lincoln.
Yes. Yeah. The daughter of Sir Malcolm from Lindsay. She is pious. We have
not that fucking pious.
Cadwyn making moves on Isolde, the daughter of the wealthy clothier. We have Elicent, Durkin making moves on Elicent, who is a senior wool merchant's daughter. We have
rescued her from the clergy.
We have Callaghan working on Lady Elaine, and you made progress with Lady Gwen.
Indeed. So I missed the rom-com episode, basically, where everyone got hooked up with a wool merchant's daughter, and cool.
Yeah, whoever was nailed down.
It wasn't that comedy.
Was it a romantic tragedy?
Not yet. Still time.
Sexton's father-in-law is fucking hates his guts.
He's not a fan.
Not a fan.
He's not a fan.
Thinks he's a proper cunt. Well, he is. Bespoiled his darling daughter.
You besmirched his firstborn.
And then wouldn't fight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could have done, but one of us would have died. So.
Yeah.
This is an awesome image. Look at that image.
Not sure she would have liked you after that.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look like a water leaper.
I can't see the image. Where have you put it?
In the co-op play chat.
Oh, in the co-op play chat. Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, he's cool. He's like a troll.
He is a troll.
He is a troll.
Yeah.
I loved the other one you sent, the giant. I love that he had like shields, like as a metal.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, brilliant. So that's the cover. That picture is the cover of the new 6th edition Boy King, the first 15 or 20 years of the Great Pendragon Campaign.
Awesome.
They've kind of decided to ignore the Uther and Anarchy period, and they start with Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone.
Couldn't they deal with the harsh language or something?
They couldn't,
well,
clearly.
it's modern sensibilities, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Frankly. Alex, you might want to turn off your hauberk. Get there in the end.
Turn off my hauberk.
Well, unless you want to be wearing it in the boat that's over water.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a boat.
Yeah.
We're in a boat.
I didn't know that. Somebody needs to give me an update.
Okay, so welcome everybody. Episode
10
of the Great Pendragon Campaign. Currently midway through the year 489. No, 488. 489 is coming. Yeah, 488. Our heroes. So after a successful campaign the year before, they approached their lord, Earl Roderick, to broach the subject of marriage. Earl Roderick blessing each of the knights' attempts at wooing and courting various members of the court or wealthy sort of senior members of Sarum itself. One of the things that they were tasked with doing, they were asked to decide whether they would go west with the king or go east, raiding into Frankland with Prince Maddock. And Earl Roderick left it to his knights to make a decision. The decision unanimously was to go west with the king, because apparently life is peaceful there. Heading west, they went westward to meet King Cadwy. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sure Catherine will once again tell me that I'm butchering the Welsh language. King Cadwy. Right. Perfect. Happy days. I'm getting the hang of it. To discuss peace and discuss fealty. The king was open to the idea. However, he asked King Uther to deal with a small problem, a problem of something known as water leapers that were harassing the king's fishermen. And as the Conroy were on guard duty around the King's tent at the time, they all, to a man, succeeded in their... what roll did you all have to make?
Pretty sure it was a Valorous roll. It was
Valorous,
Cadwin, I think, wasn't it?
Aladric and Cadwin made their Valorous rolls and immediately stormed. Well, they went into the King's tent, forgetting their place, telling the King that they would volunteer to go and deal with the water leapers. The rest of the group kind of reluctantly
Saxon figured
followed.
he didn't want to leave them on their own.
No. And
but they're going to die.
And so
I stayed by the door because that's what we were being fucking paid to do.
Yeah. I mean, paid is a subjective statement in this game, but yeah. The king was very grateful. Merlin himself agreed to the and you were you headed westwards towards the marshes. What would now be the estuary around Bristol. The Bristol Channel, I guess, is what it would be today, but in that kind of area, where you met a tracker hunter type. That tracker hunter type took you further west and got you to a point where there were some boats. Told you to perhaps think about taking your armour off, and that these creatures, these water leapers, would no doubt be somewhere in the swamps themselves. So setting off on the boats, you began your westward, roughly west, northwest kind of journey through the swamps, seeking out any sign of these creatures. Merlin gave you a little bit of an appraisal of them. Basically, don't let them pull you in the water because they'll drown you.
Yes, dude, you're a great help.
Yep, thanks, Merlin.
And Aladric kind of sneered and didn't believe a word he said.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Aladric doesn't trust Merlin.
And that grows by the year, apparently, my distrust for him.
Yes.
Unlike your size.
As I get shorter, I get less trusting.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like a shriveled, untrusting old man by the time you're 30.
In 10 years' time, yeah, probably. In 10 years' time, you're like 2'3" and very distrusting of Merlin. We left it last session. We left it last session with you distributed in your boats and these creatures suddenly kind of making waves in the water and preparing to attack. There is approximately 5 of them as far as you can see. Coincidence that there is 1 per PC.
Yeah.
That sort's fucked.
And so, we are, without further ado, going straight to combat. The initiative, but initiative is really kind of irrelevant.
Because they're all going first.
Well, they get to decide, don't they? Well, yeah, they get to decide on their actions. So the water leapers, apart from one which has come right up next to Cadwin, and the one at the back next to Sexton, the other 3 will not be engaging in combat this turn. They will be clearly just moving to engage. The other 2 will be directly engaging Cadwin and Sexton in battle. So let's take at the top. Durkin, what is your plan this first round?
Well, I already had my sword on my lap, so I'm going to pull my shield up ready to defend and possibly counterattack if given a chance.
Okay. Remember, movement happens at the very end of the round, so there wouldn't so there isn't really a counterattack in that sense. But yes. Cadwin, what are you planning on doing?
I've been carrying a spear to try and get them while they were still in the water.
Okay, so you're going to be engaging in combat using your spear. Are you
if it
using?
jumps out, I'm bracing it.
Are you using your spear in one-handed or two-handed?
I don't think I can do it one-handed. I don't think I can use a shield when I'm using a spear. I'm not sure. No, it says
I thought you could. I
spear,
thought you can
says
use spear
two-handed.
one.
You can use a spear
Spear
one
is-
handed. It's just
Your spear is specifically two-handed. Yes.
It
Okay.
just says spear 2H next to it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm bracing in case if it's going to jump out, I'm going to brace.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to brace because it is going to jump out at you. Okay. Sexton, what will you be doing this turn?
Oh, as I understand it, if I'm able to react in this turn, then I will draw my sword and fight.
Yeah, you can absolutely react this turn. Yeah.
Yeah, draw my sword and fight.
Aldrich, what are your plans given you won't be engaged this turn?
Well, do we see ripples of these two coming towards
Yeah.
our boat? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and they've obviously seen us. So again, I'm just gonna draw my sword, get my shield out, and just assume a defensive position and prepare for it to board. Mm.
And Callaghan.
what type of ground's that's next to me?
It is a marshy, muddy kind of. I would say it's a bank, but it's one of those kind of almost semi-floating island things that you see in marshes that's full of detritus.
So it's not solid land.
It is solid. It looks solid from where you are.
Solidish.
Yeah.
With a splash of mud.
You're going to stand on it and it's going to tip over and kill us all.
I'll start pulling the because I'm assuming we were rowing, or somebody was was somebody at the was it
Probably
was it poling from the back?
Poling at the back, probably.
Yeah.
We had nets, didn't we?
Yeah,
We
You did have nets.
we did. So I'll be throwing a net on it.
So you're going to grab a net and try and pin it / grapple it with a net.
And that starts screaming before you throw her.
Okay. So because the water leapers are technically, everything happens at the same time, so it doesn't matter. So let's start with direct combat first. Let us start with Cadwin and his water leap. Cadwin, you want to try and set your spear, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find any rules on that, if there are any.
Setting spears is more a thing you do when you are facing a mounted charge, but you can definitely do it.
How does it work then? Because basically, when it jumps out at me, I want to try and catch it. And
You also brace it in the bow of the ship.
yeah, that's the idea, basically. So that's.
You still think
that's distance.
thing is, you still need to steer it. So I think the whole setting of a spear is just it's like a dex thing to get it in place so you can hit a charging horseman.
Yeah, so setting a spear only works on an opponent using a charge skill. Otherwise, it counts as a simple attack.
Right. Okay.
But it's fine. You are long, so this is where you get a whole raft of bonuses.
I think if you set a spear against the charge, it does additional damage, doesn't it? Is it 2d6 or something?
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the damage. There's more.
Yeah,
so
he's
it
not.
push me out the boat.
Yeah, no. That will happen. That will happen in a different way.
Right. Okay.
So you have a long weapon, which gives you a +5 modifier to your weapon skill. So, roll your attack. Add 5. If there is a passion you wish to invoke for this combat, please let me know what it is and how you're invoking it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Can't see anything in particular. Closest thing would be loyalty to companions to try and keep them away from these things off.
I would say at the moment it's an even match fight, so I'm not sure you could invoke your loyalty to companions just yet.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. So it's just bonus to this roll I'm adding, not reflex bonus or anything.
Normal attack and then add 5.
It's disappeared. There we go. Let's draw 5.
Better make sure you've targeted the leaper.
Okay, I am.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's that one at the back, isn't it? Not the one right next to me.
There's the one right next to you. It's this one.
Okay, because the other one's got the symbol around it.
Yeah. That's ignore the symbol.
Okay. So I targeted the one next to me. Do you want me to roll it again, or?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So spear.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Foundry isn't capable of doing a non-sequential initiative type combat, so we have to just be mindful of. Okay. Okay, that's pretty damn good. Roll your damage as you
Nice.
to damage. Bloody hell. Okay, so okay, so well, that was interesting. The dex roll for a knockdown, isn't it? Okay, so it doesn't fail his knockdown. Okay, so as you stab out, you kind of, cinematically speaking, you bring your spear up, and as this thing leaps at you out of the water, you do kind of half set the spear, stab it into the body of this thing, and then kind of lift it up and over, and it crashes into the water unconscious with a splash.
That worked.
Works very well. There we go. That worked very well. Sexton.
Well then, I guess we are fighting.
Indeed. Okay, success. Roll damage. 25 damage. Well, these things don't seem right.
Well, they're not wearing armour.
They have armour. They do have armour. He got 510 appearance because he's stunningly attractive.
510 appearance. Jesus.
I was just saying it is very cute.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't like really angry, lethal, and scary. I mean, if it was a few inches tall, I'd probably have one at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fit on your shoulder as a familiar type thing.
I'm good to set my red and white ball out and try and catch one.
I was just going to say, has anyone got a Pokeball? Just like Master Ball.
As this thing jumps at you, you slash it across its body, and the thing just kind of collapses and falls back into the water, bubbles kind of coming up from the water surface.
What's finance, anyone?
Saxon just turns to Cadwin and just nods.
Cardigan. As this thing kind of jumps at you, I know this isn't quite how we do this, but as this thing kind of jumps towards you, you may attempt to throw your net.
So it's not in melee yet, is it?
It's not in me. So let's use a dex roll.
There is a throw weapon skill.
Use a throw weapon skill then.
Not very good at it, but it would seem appropriate.
Yeah.
If there is a throw weapon, let's use a throw weapon.
Is it classed as below me while it's in the water?
You're kind of throwing it as it leaps at you, so
Okay.
No.
Okay. That would be a no.
Okay. As you throw this net towards it, it kind of, you mistime it and the net kind of splashes into the water. This thing continues its movement towards you. The rest of them continue towards the rest of the group. So, all right. So, all right. Next round.
An onslaught.
The water leapers will now engage the three in the other boat. What is Cadigan, Durkin, and Aladric doing?
Cadigan is drawing his weapon and defending himself.
Okay. Are you attacking back or defending?
Oh, no, I'm not full out defending. I'll be attacking back if it attacks me first.
Okie doke. Durkin.
I will try to attack.
Okay. Aladric.
Exactly the same. Trying to attack back.
Okay. Sexton and Cadwin, your two leapers are basically sinking down into the water. What are you doing? You watch as more seem to come out of the water, targeting your companions.
I mean, they look okay, but I kind of look to Cadwin and look at the net and kind of gesture towards the one that's just like at more the bank side that may not be sinking as quickly, to try and say, like, should we both try and grab it together and haul it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You mean capture this?
Yes, yeah.
By the bank. Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're going to do. All right, let's start with. I'll consider those two, your actions, Sexton and Cadigan, as out of combat actions, so we'll do you at the end of the round. Let's go top to bottom on the ship. So let's start with Cadigan.
Are you attacking me?
No, you can attack.
Okay.
You can lead. It's simultaneous, remember. So.
This is...
You rolled your sword skill. You didn't roll the attacks.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
you go to the combat tab and
Yeah. I've actually got it on my hotbar at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Great roll, though.
better roll.
Better roll.
Better roll.
The damage, yeah, because it's closest. It's closest to the target number, or the biggest. Yeah.
Yep.
Roll that damage. 12 damage. Well, that's a bit naff on the damage.
What's that? Look at all the ones and twos. Absolute dog shit.
But this one snaps away at you. Doesn't win. So it kind of splashes back in the water and begins to circle round and looks to take another run at you. Durkin.
Exactly the same. So the one next to me taking a swing.
Oh,
No.
Ouch.
taken by surprise, this thing jumps at you. Can you take 12 points of damage?
Fuck it up.
Yeah, no.
That is, you are taking 10 points of damage in total.
Adjusted for armour.
So you're taking 2 points of damage in total because you've got 4 armor and your shield.
Okay.
Not so
Now,
We've got the gambeson on as well, haven't we?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
it's
So
going to end up.
that's
It's going to end up there.
8 armor and shield.
the Akaton, yes.
Yeah.
Akaton and helmet and shield. So.
The fight attack is also considered a grapple. We have never had a grapple before. It is considered a grapple. He won, so it's considered a success. He is going to try and lift you. We roll on we roll on a post strength test. You roll against your strength, please. Oh shit! The water leaper wins. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Ignore me. I moved the wrong.
It officially is 14 times your score.
Oh, shit.
And Dunnet goes splash into the water, which, even though you're fairly close to the boat, you do disappear under the water.
Take a big breath before you go under.
Mr. Geppetto.
Okay. Well, that was not the best. Aladric, your action against your leaper as he comes jumping out of the water to try and bite and grab you.
Just a straight arming sword attack.
Correct. You have done. Waiting for me to catch up. Success. Roll your damage. Poor Medi. It's always Medi that gets it from me.
It's
Not half bad. Over average. I've only got 4 dice. I'm puny compared to you lot.
Don't roll more damage than me.
Just got lucky.
Okay.
Decent strike.
Not enough to trigger knockdown, not enough to trigger anything else. Okay. You two, Callaghan and Sexton then. So how are you going to try and grab this thing? It's sinking down. You're going to use the net?
Net, yes. I'll try and hook the net onto it.
I want one of you to roll a thrown weapon skill with a +5 to represent your ally helping you.
I'll give it a go.
It means your thrown weapon skill is 10.
It's not bad.
No. 11. Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
You toss the net over and it catches on the sinking water leaper. Do you want to try and are you going to pull it out, or are you going to tie the net to the boat and leave it in the water?
maybe bring it out so we can keep an eye on it. You can always, get the boot in if it starts to stir, right?
On the plus side, he's hurt enough to be caught in a Pokeball now, so you've got a good.
Well, that's the point, yeah. You've got to catch them.
And your thrown weapon skill will go up, hopefully. Okay, next round then. So,
I don't see me using that very often.
No. Cadigan, are you continuing with your attack?
Yeah, I will try and wail on it.
Aladric, are you continuing with your attack?
Exactly the same, yeah.
Durkin, what are you doing as you are pulled into the water and this thing is kind of trying to push you down?
Okay, well, I'll try to thrust out my sword while trying to regain my feet if possible.
Okay.
Yeah,
so there is no such thing as drowning in this game.
I'll live forever.
I'm
Highlander.
The assumption is you never got into this situation. Okay. Let me just double check the GM's guide because there might be some additional stuff. Drowning. Okay, so I'm going to. All right. So you're going to attempt to, so it's going to kind of chomp on you while you're underwater. You're going to attempt to get your footing and try and push yourself up and back out of the water with this thing. Yeah. Still attached, yes. So I think I'm gonna roll that you are doing a dodge action this turn. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's start with Cadigan. Go for your attack. Ooh, it beats you.
Oh.
10 points of damage in total, which I think is most of your armor should have absorbed that, right?
Yep.
Now, interestingly, it tries to grab you, but then seems to let go as it hits the clump of land and then begins to kind of flop like a fish out of water. Aladric.
Straight up attack again.
I think I've got 2 points there, didn't I? Because I've got 8 points plus 6. I didn't quite. Yeah, I wouldn't have got my total. I wouldn't have got my shield because I failed.
Okay.
Is that correct? I think it is.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah. Yes. It gives you the icon, doesn't it? If you can count your shield, and you haven't got the icon, so yes, you would just get your normal damage.
2 points. Okay.
Aladric, you cut into this. This thing can get. Yeah, there you go. It can get its shield because it's a partial success, but it doesn't have a shield. Only damage. 18 damage.
18, bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You carve into it, not enough to trigger a major wound, but knocks it unconscious because it exceeds its unconscious value.
Awesome.
And this one will probably hit the water about there. Okay, so, Durkin, please, I'm going to move this thing just to the left of you so you can see your token. Please roll your dodge. So if I'm correct, you should be able to click on your attack and select dodge.
Let's have a look. Click on there.
Page 196 is the rules for suffocation. Said.
Suffocation.
Yeah.
Is there anything I need to be aware of this second?
Doesn't get out of it.
First and foremost, oh, you've rolled. Okay, we'll do this first. Yeah.
It does say from avert damage from inhaling water. So yeah, that sounds like the right one.
Sorry, did you target your? You didn't target your creature then,
I
did you?
didn't target.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Just target it and hit your dodge again. It should append it to the card that's outstanding. Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Okay, you dodge. Now, can you roll an unopposed con check, please?
Yep. No, one off.
Heal.
Bugger.
Okay, you begin to take in water. You grab a lungful of water, but you surface not prone, so stood up. I'm going to say kind of chest deep water. Your feet are sinking a little bit in the mud underneath, coughing and spluttering, with this thing kind of still in the water, nipping around at your body. Sexton and Cadogan, what are you doing this turn?
Bit concerned that one of our companions has sunk.
Yeah, we managed to get this thing on the boat last round. Then.
Yes, you have this thing on the boat. It's unconscious, so it's not moving.
Okay. Can I go to Durkin's aid? Like, because I've got reach on the spear, can I actually try and...
All right, you want to proffer the spear, so see if Durkin can grab hold of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll turn it so that blunt end towards him.
Yeah, okay, so you can definitely reach out. Can you give me a... can you give me a Dex +5 check, please? You know what's going to happen if you critically fail this, don't you?
He's going to pull you in.
Coming in, the water's fine.
Success. Okay. The boat rocks a little bit, but you manage to kind of brace yourself right at the front of the boat with your feet and kind of offer the spear at a height that, slanting down from your body. Next turn, Durkin can elect to grab the spear or try and fight the creature. Sexton, what are you doing?
I feel like I'm a little bit far away to do much, and I don't intend to leap into the water or onto the shoddy bank. So
you're kind of just monitoring from where you are then?
I mean, I can try and push the boat a little bit closer to
yes, you can.
To where Durkin is floundering in the water. So that's what I'll do. I'll get the pole and begin poling us in a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Ramming speed.
Straight
to Durkin's head.
I'm letting him back and wiggling my tail saying, "It's the water." I love it.
Move you guys up a little bit. There you go. Okay, the boat comes closer. Durkin, if you choose to kind of grab, so it'll be a dodge again. You'll get a +5 if you're specifically going for the spear. And then you can use it to pull yourself onto the bank from where you are. Okay, so we are into round 4. Current situation. Aladric's water leaper is sinking in the ground into the swamp. Callaghan's water leaper is flopping around on land like a fish out of water. And Durkin's water leaper is snapping around at Durkin as Durkin is trying desperately to get out of the swamp. Cadogan, what are you doing?
I am going to... What's reckless attack do again?
You can't.
Can't use a shield, I think, isn't it? Or something like that.
But not you. Yeah, you
add 2d6 damage if you're successful. You also check reckless.
Also check reckless. Always check if the.
I want to.
You would receive a +5 bonus to your attack, but you cannot use shield or parry protection.
Okay, so if I drop my shield, just loose it off my arm, is that an action or is it free?
No, that's free.
Okay, I will loose the shield off my arm, and I will leap recklessly off the boat and try and plunge my sword into the creature's back.
Okay, go for it. It is
For reasons.
Yeah, it's going to try and dodge as it's flopping towards the land. So you get a +5.
Okay, so let's check reckless while I'm here. Let's do that. Let's go to combat skills. This roll is 5. Do you say it was a? What do you say about it being floppy on the?
It's literally just flopping like a fish out of water.
Okay.
Trying. So it's all it can do is dodge, and it's trying to get, as far as you can see, trying to get back to the swamp.
Okay. So I've just got a flat +5 on this from the reckless.
Yes.
Okay.
Holy shit! What happens there? I haven't ever seen that before.
Everybody dies.
So you got a +10 to its. So it's got a +10. Is it dodging?
Yes.
So it's dodging, and I've got a critical on my hit. So it's a crit.
Both suffer damage minus their armor and shield parry. So you take no damage, and then it takes all of your damage less its armor / shield parry or protection.
Okay.
So
Why
it's
is the
not
combat showing water? Both of them are showing water leap a dodge on my screen.
Oh, okay. We fucked up. Okay. Hang on then. Let's see what is going on. Let me re-roll this.
It's almost like two water leapers were trying to dodge each other.
Cadogan against Water Leaper. Okay, so partial success versus success. You take no damage, but you land next to it on the ground.
Okay.
And it flops 1 yard towards the water. It's got 1 more yard to go before it gets back into that sliver of water between you and the boat. Durkin, what are you doing?
Well, I will try to grab the spear. Mindful
Okay.
that I'll be dodging, won't I?
You will be dodging, and you can gain a +5. Now, are you going to use spear to kind of try and get you onto their boat, or onto the ground next to you?
I think I'll be safer on the ground, so I'm going to go for the ground.
Okay.
So it's
But by the way, Callaghan, when you landed, there's a slight spongy give to the ground under your feet, but not enough for you to sink. A little bit of swamp water will pool up around your boots.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to have the leaper targeted or just...
You need to have the leaper targeting, yeah. It continues to try and bite you.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
you don't do any damage. That's interesting. But you get yourself onto land, so you are onto land, yeah. Aladric, what are you up to?
Right. The water leaper that was going for Durkin, is any part of him above water?
There's enough of it that you could probably reach over and start stabbing at him with your sword, yeah.
You read my mind. That's exactly what I want to do. So as I drop down the line,
You're not being great. Yeah, you're not being graceful and knightly about it. You're literally almost down on your knees, just going like that into the water.
Exactly that. So just a straight arming sword attack on the one going for Durkin. Is that going to be modified negatively by anything?
Multiple attackers. What does that do?
reduce their defense, I think, doesn't it?
Or makes it unopposed, is it, or something like that?
It depends what they choose to do.
Yeah, that's true.
They get a minus if they are opposing both of them. If they're not,
yeah,
then
it will oppose. So is he going to get a minus?
is it -5 per?
-5 per opponent after the first one. So yeah, he's going to try and bite you back. So he's going to get a -5.
Okay.
Sorry. Had the wrong one targeted. I didn't have any one targeted, so let me just delete that. Leave yours where it is a second.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe damage.
Nice.
Beautiful. 20 points.
Beautiful.
The fuck.
Now, here's the thing. This one hasn't actually been wounded. It succeeds from being knocked down. However, that is a major wound.
Awesome.
A major wound knocks you down automatically, doesn't it?
Don't remember.
That's...
Is it unconscious?
A critical hit and a knockdown does.
Just remind myself what a major wound does.
Makes you very sad because you don't heal very well.
Emotional damage.
I shall raise a fist in the air to Aladric.
Immediately goes unconscious on a major wound. I
thought that's what happened to Aladric.
Yeah. So that water leaper goes unconscious. All right. There is still one left. So we've still got Sexton and Cadwin. What are you two doing this round?
Are we capturing any of these, or are we just killing them?
We've already got one.
You've got one in your belt, haven't you?
Yeah. Do we need? Can we dispatch the rest, like finish them off?
Probably advisable, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want these things hurting any more fishermen out there.
Yeah, probably finish them off.
We only need one for questioning.
I don't think we're doing any questioning.
It's a fucking monster. Probably going to end up killing it anyway.
It's going back to proof.
Precursor. This is a precursor to a deep one.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll finish off one of the unconscious ones.
Theo down. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Yeah. Sexton?
I don't think anything's in reach. I'm just keeping an eye on the one that we've got.
If I target this badly wounded one, the other one's in reach. If you want to finish that one off,
I can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take my spear and I will ram it through this one that's next to the boat.
No worries. So, top of the next round, we go to Cadogan first. Your water leaper is going to continue to flop towards water and dodge.
And it's dodging. Okay.
Yes.
I will. I'll recklessly attack it.
Awesome.
What the hell?
It went badly for me last time, but good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure that reckless works like we think? I think they get a +5.
I didn't read it.
we don't have to roll reckless either, do we?
No.
You don't have to roll it, no, but you check
You do
it.
get ticked.
Right, okay.
There's weapon skill versus opponent's action. If the opponent is rolling a weapon skill, they receive a +5 bonus. Neither combatant may apply shield/parry protection under any circumstances. If you result in a win as the reckless person, you deal +2d6 damage or +6d6 damage with a critical.
Wow.
So I think the opponent gets a +5 because
Well,
you're
that's not
literally
good.
abandoning
they
your
do.
defense to.
+5 to their skill or success check when defending.
Yeah. Let's not do that then.
Why would you ever do that?
Because you need to hit it really hard, like that
massive
big horrible
damage.
giant thing.
Yeah.
And we were otherwise just bouncing off of.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just hit it then.
Just hit him.
I guess, like, if someone's got multiple opponents and you're charging in from behind with a reckless attack or whatever, then
Yeah, it's worth
they've
it.
got a heavy modifier, haven't they? And you're gonna hit them.
I suppose reckless attack against. If the opponent is running a weapon skill, they receive a +5 bonus.
Yeah,
If
they're
I'm
not.
just dodging, they're not going to get a +5 bonus.
Yeah. Perfect for peasants.
Perfect for peasants. And also remember, against a knight, you'd probably want to think twice about it, but against something that has a 10 or less on its attack.
Or multiple opponents on
Multiple
that person.
opponents, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So are we saying because it hasn't got a weapon and it's not attacking?
Because it's not using a weapon attack,
Yeah.
it doesn't get a bonus.
Okay. Well, we will. May as well.
Yeah.
Bite is a weapon attack. A dodge is not a weapon attack.
Okay.
And you see it flopping away, so it makes sense just to go fuck it and just go on.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Makes sense.
We'll see how it goes with this reckless. Let's see what happens.
This way, if you fall, you probably slip.
Yeah.
It's thematic.
Oh shit! Succeeded.
Let's just double check something. Just double check something because that is pretty brutal. Does dodge give you a +10? It does.
I think it did. Or was that total defense?
How
Can't remember.
how did it win? Because difference.
Well, it wins by dodging, right?
Yeah, by being above.
Got the higher score.
I was going to say it's higher score rather than
You,
nearest.
you may have had the higher grab, but it has the higher score.
So dodge makes no sense. I don't know where that 20 is coming from.
You're not
Is
adding
it
that on?
dodge based on its dexterity?
It's dex. It's a dex roll dodge.
Got 20 deck, doesn't it?
Dodge is a dex roll.
Yeah.
Just says player knight's movement rate versus. Gone. No. Do you know what?
Hmm?
Give me a second. I think dodge on here is actually defend. Just look, defend is weapon skill
defend
plus
is
10.
defend is a +10.
And it's using bite, isn't it?
And it's using bite to dodge. And so I think it's counting that as a. Okay, so ignore that roll for a second.
So,
You get
so
12,
so for dodge, it rolls against its movement, I think.
which it fails, and therefore you roll your damage.
D6.
Yeah, plus 2d6, yeah.
It's gonna be 7d6.
Yeah, so I'll get 14.
I was about to say, you can easily roll 7 damage on 7d6, can't you?
Yeah. Damage modifier. Did I put 2d6 in there?
Yeah.
You're gonna get 42.
Yeah.
I think that is the worst I've ever done with a fireball before, was rolling 7 damage total. with a 66 fireball, my only level 3 spell of the day type thing. It was just like, I'm going
Not
out.
bad. 22.
Not great, is it?
22 is good.
2
22.
ones, but 1 6. So,
With no armor.
Just below average.
Story of my life, mate.
but it's enough.
That's enough. That'll do him.
I should say so. Do for me.
He's unconscious and prone.
How's that? Well, my next
What do
action
you
would just be to continue the strike and just run it through if it's unconscious.
All right. After a brief sort of minute or so of fairly frenetic combat, the water leapers appear dead. Apart from one that is currently unconscious in one of your boats. Durkin is sodden through.
Durkin
So
is
Durkin-
puffing and looking wide-eyed at the water, and he just wants to do a quick check. Oh, which he fails, and then we'll step back away from the water.
So Durkin, you're looking a little damp.
It's like mildly moist.
Yeah. Water!
Can you, sorry, you failed your valorous. Can you roll cowardly, please? Okay, so you can choose. You can step away and act cowardly, or you can step forwards back towards the boats.
No, I'm gonna realise what I'm doing. I'm going to look either way at everybody, and I'm going to cough more water out my lungs and take a step forward.
Okay.
If I'd have failed, I would not be going back to that water.
Each of you give yourself 100 glory.
Ooh, shiny.
It's
Now that goes into
weird.
history.
Those are not that difficult, and yet they award 100 glory. It's odd.
The glory is based on the fact, I presume, that we have done a valorous act for our king.
Hmm.
Removed these creatures.
These were the babies, though.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm waiting for the big one.
Mummy's about to come round the corner and find out what's happened to its kids.
You know that island you were stood on?
Yeah.
It's not an island.
It starts to rise.
I was expecting the eyes to open up on the island.
Yeah.
After sort of trolling around for another couple of hours, you don't encounter any other water leapers. You believe at this point that you have dealt with the creatures, though you do not find their lair.
Right, Aladric grabs the unconscious one, slaps her around the face, and goes, "Who do you work for? Who do you work for?"
I was going to say that before.
Do we know whether they've actually got a lair?
You
We
have
don't-
no idea.
I have no idea.
The DMs just said you don't find the lair, so I'm going to assume they do. We're not leaving this swamp.
One presumes it may be under the water.
Yeah, and it came from this direction, so
So we spent. You suggested we spent a couple of hours in this area, didn't you? Searching
Yeah.
around. So
Oh,
I would
Who's got-
imagine then that there is limited chance of us finding any more, and we should report our victory and bring this creature as proof.
indeed. I just want to get off this bloody water.
yeah. For the moment, I will just pour some water out of my canteen over the wound and wait until we get back to camp. Is there a time limit on healing wounds, or isn't it? Is there?
First aid
Okay.
wise,
Yeah.
I think it's a one and done, and you've got a
Yeah, I will wait until we're somewhere a bit more clean.
Hygienic.
Yeah.
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 Not that I know what that is at the moment, but
No.
I just don't want mud in it.
It's all right.
first
I've already
aid,
got
restore
black
hit
in.
points for wounded character. First aid tries to stop bleeding, blah, blah, blah. It works on a per wound basis. If the first aid attempt fails, then no one may further attempt it on the same wound. So it's a one and done attempt for each wound.
So if you fail your first aid on a wound, you've constantly down that damage.
no, it's
Yeah.
just you need natural healing. You can't
Okay.
heal it with first aid anymore.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say yes, but until you're naturally healed. And you heal, ignore the fact
3.
that you're on a feasting map. I meant to do that. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Healing rate's 3 anyway, so.
Yeah, am I right in saying each wound heals that amount?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So it's not like split. It's like each wound is healing.
But it's a week's rest.
So we're going to bring all of these bodies back with us, I assume.
Bring a few of the bodies back with us, but a live one, just in case,
If we
someone
can fit
wants
them
to.
all, yeah, we can fit them all into the nets. Then just spear through the net and on each of our shoulders. I think so.
Yeah.
2 people per.
Oh,
Just one.
some squires can do that. It's character building.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Indeed. You return back to the camp where you left your horses and squires and things, and indeed you can have the squires kind of prepare and carry the remains of the water leapers. The journey back to camp is a couple of hours again. And eventually, you arrive back at camp to a lot of interest as knights and foot soldiers and squires kind of stop whatever they're doing to watch as you kind of walk your horses through the camp back towards the king's tent. Arriving back at the tent, you dismount, and what are you doing?
Asking someone to inform the king. Is it king or kings? Because is the other king here?
The other king is not here. No, Cadwy is not here, just Uther.
Have Uther informed at his earliest convenience that we have dealt with the water leaper problems and have returned with one captured for his examination or sport.
Not too long, he comes out. You notice still inside the tent is Merlin. For that brief second, Merlin catches Sexton's eye and nods slightly. The king spends a good amount of time examining the dead water leapers. As he gets to the live one, he simply pulls out his dagger and stabs it up through the neck and into the head. And he smiles at each of you. Once again, you have done your king a good service and brought great repute upon the House of Sarum.
It was an honour to serve you, Majesty.
Earl Roderick, I commend your knights once again. And he kind of nods.
What if they taste like chicken?
Probably do.
You can give it a go and try. Doesn't really say what they taste like.
Can we kind of study the remains to try and learn a bit more about them?
Oh, everybody give me mythology roll, folklore roll +5.
Folklore roll +5.
They're getting it on the nose. Durkin gets it.
Is this an inquiry roll or?
Yeah.
We all got it.
Oh yeah, all got it. Okay, everybody should have a check on your folklore. So you learn a little bit about them. Definitely fey creatures. Based on from what Cadogan saw, you're not convinced that these things can spend long out of water. Their natural instinct would kick in and force them to go back to the nearest piece of water, which is always useful. Their talons are fairly sharp, as Durkin would attest to being dragged into the water. It seems that their primary source of attack is simply to jump at you, try and knock you off whatever, get you into the water, drag you under, and with a mixture of suffocation and continuous biting, kind of weaken you, overpower you, and then eat you.
Sexton solemnly informs everyone that he knows much of these creatures with this critical, and
Yes,
lets them
he
know
does.
that sadly at the next full moon they will turn into these creatures. It's unavoidable.
Only the people that were injured, I take it.
Yes,
Those
only
that
if you.
didn't get touched. Yeah.
Didn't a witch once turn you into a water breather, but you got better?
I got better, yes. And then he laughs and just pokes fun at, yeah. I'm assuming it was Durkin.
Durkin, yes.
Yeah.
What happens to the corpses? Can we take trophies off them like a claw?
If you want, yeah. If you want to take a claw, make a note that you've got a water leaper claw as a trophy on your character sheet.
That's like a good idea.
Yeah.
Water leaper necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your motivation for doing so, Cadwin?
I'm from a hunter background, so trophies are basically something that you tend to take anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn it into something great, but mainly it's for the
You
trophy.
would be able to go and find one of the jewelers or carvers or something in Sarum and have it turned into something for sure.
How big are they?
Yeah.
The creatures are probably
It's like a wolf
About
hound
4
size.
foot, didn't you, or something?
I would say like a wolf size. So the claws are probably maybe that kind of size.
Yeah.
Very nasty.
You know, enough. They have enough weight behind them that they can certainly pull a peasant over. A knight, more of a challenge for them.
Yeah. Are they sharp as in you could use them for a knife type of thing? As a trophy, as a unusual knife type of thing. Not a weapon type thing, more a tool.
A sword hilt.
Not in its standard format, but you could get it whittled and shaped to be more of a blade that you would use for cutting meat and stuff like that if you wanted to. Yes.
Yeah. Just a future idea.
Yeah. We can deal with that. The king has you remain in place for the next day or two. At which point, another messenger from King Cadwi arrives and seeks an audience with the king. The king grants the audience, spends a good half hour with the messenger, and then the messenger kind of departs. Almost immediately after, the horns of the camp blow, signaling for you to basically break camp and prepare to march. And the king marches you back to Sarum. Or he marches back towards, I don't know where he's going. He will go back to Windsor, and the rest of you will most likely, the rest of you will head back to Sarum.
Is Earl Roderick with us?
Yeah.
Could I, on the march, maybe sidle up to him and ask if he knows what kind of message the messenger was delivering? Like, why it seemed like a message from King Cadwi was received and suddenly we decamped. Does he know anything about it?
The king was pleased with your king's efforts to rid him of the water leaper plague. He sent his thanks and promised that King Uther would have his vote.
Brilliant.
Once again, you and your Conroy have proven very adept at dealing with matters of a political nature and upholding our family name. At this rate, you're going to bankrupt me, he says with a smile as he looks at you all.
It's amazing how political you can be with a sword, sir.
Indeed.
Just,
Go.
no, I was just going to say, was there anybody in camp that we would go to for first aid?
Oh, there would be a Shurigan, yes. So let's have a look. I will roll. Who has injuries?
I have 2 points.
I also have 2 points.
Okay, so let me do this. Success and a success. Okay, both of you can heal. You can treat your wounds. Let me just have a look. You can.
I'm just going to edit the sheet and then delete the wound.
You can regain hit points equal to your healing rate up to the total value of the healed wounds.
Okay, that's that gone.
Okay, so both of you.
Yep, mine's done.
Don't forget to put your hauberks back on.
Oh, yeah.
Done that. Done that.
Make sure you re-equip your armor.
Yep.
Late summer turns to autumn. You continue about court and eventually are released for the year from campaigning. From the expectation of campaigning, giving you an opportunity to pursue other nightly activities during the autumn. However, you are called before your Earl, probably November time, as autumn begins to turn to winter.
My liege, you called for us.
That would be of service.
He is is on his kind of wooden chair throne in his private kind of audience chamber. You can see kind of under his hand appears to be sort of a vellum scroll, and he's kind of just tapping the arm of his throne where this scroll is in a little bit of agitation. And as you kind of come in and he kind of gestures to you to kind of stand at ease, you ask him, he says, I'm glad you counselled me to follow our king and not our prince. It seems that whilst our prince was very successful in his raids, he decided to abandon Praetor Syagrius and chose to come home rather than following the Praetor to ruin to deal with the final massed Franco army. Rumours have reached our ears that the Praetor was soundly defeated by the Franks. And our prince abandoned the Praetor to his fate. I'm glad we were not party to that activity and had to make harsh decisions whilst there.
Was this my liege, was this a decision, do you think, that was taken on campaign or premeditated before?
Troubling thought.
I think it was most likely taken on campaign. I cannot profess to understand the mind of a prince, or because we weren't there, really understand the situation the prince was in. What I will tell you is it often seems that kings and princes are above the law and exempt from our normal laws. It isn't really our place to question them, no matter how iniquitous they may seem. After all, if the rumours are true, the prince returned with many ships full of plunder, which will restock our king's empty treasury well. And King Claudius won't hate us any more than he does.
He does have a mark against his name, though, and the kingdom for abandoning an ally that was promised aid.
Indeed. And I'm glad, as I said, that our house was not party to that treachery, for I would also have viewed it with disappointment, despite not being in a position to judge our prince and our prince's actions. But you have all done well once again this season. And I turn my thoughts to your requests. I hope your intended reciprocate your feelings for them, and perhaps in the spring, one or more of you will be wed.
It will be, my lord, then it will be, and I'll give him a bow.
All being well, my liege, yes.
How do you want to proceed with your paramours during the autumn and winter months?
What was it that I missed betwixt me and Lady Gwen? Like, how?
You didn't really do anything other than you were given permission to court her. Because you weren't here, it was difficult to decide what Aladric would do. So
I guess just continue courting her, speak to her honour and kindness over her physical beauty.
I will allow you to pick a skill, explain how that you're bringing that skill to bear in that manner, and roll against it.
Well, if I'm picking a skill, it's gonna be falconry, and I'm gonna throw her off my hand and then come on, Gwen.
Swing your meat around for her to come in.
See if she comes back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, it would. Am I allowed to use courtesy because I am being very delicate and polite about
Of course
it?
you are. Like I said, any skill.
Cool. Yeah. Right.
Courtesy. Swordsmanship.
Thrown weapon. Get the wedding stuck over her.
Well, I got a net. I threw it over and I dragged her home.
Oh, I failed.
You failed.
Failed courtesy.
I'll tell you what. Before we do this, you don't have one, so you should have. What was the passion I gave everybody?
Adoration.
The person.
Yeah. Adoration of the person.
Yes. You should have adoration.
Are you going to be a really nice, merciful DM and let me re-roll with a little bonus?
I'm going to let you.
It'll probably be passion, right?
I'm going to let you roll your passion. Everybody's passion started at 5, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So you have a passion of 5 and adoration, Lady Gwen, passion of 5. Now, unfortunately, because of the way this works, I can't seem to get this to work as a roll. So just, I possibly know why. Give me a second.
I'll just hit a dice. I wasn't really meant to.
Fixed it. So everybody, if you have passions or traits that are not working, go into the trait card itself, and you will see. So click on the eye. You will see at the top there is a strange symbol in red that when you hover over it, it says PID.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
Click on the top line where you have the pencil icon.
Okay.
It will then create a name. So in this instance for Aladric, it now says I.passion.suspicion-Merlin. Close that. And now, when you click on it, it's fully rollable.
So it is.
If you
Awesome.
don't have permission, let me know.
I've just done it.
There you go. Okay, Aladric, you can re-roll your courtesy with a +5.
Awesome. Lucky there, getting under 5. Okay.
I am being generous.
I know, I appreciate that very much. +5.
Yeah,
Lovely.
okay. Your courtship goes very well. However, Lady Gwen is hesitant about marrying you this coming Easter and asks for one more year.
I will tell her, should she ask for 5 more years, it would only enrich my not love, let's not say that, my not desire
Or
either,
engorge.
my affection for her.
It will engorge me. She smiles. She says, "Then, Sir Knight,
5 years it is.
show me your love. Bring
And I
me
understand.
a prisoner of worth.
Sorry, what did you
Okay,
say?
what?
Capture a prisoner of worth. Have that capture witnessed, and then release him without demanding ransom.
Oh, okay.
If you do that, I will marry you next year."
I have some weird kinks, Lady Gwen, but consider it done.
Yeah. Here, Sexton, you're nicked.
Effectively, what that means is, next year, if you come across an opportunity where you can capture somebody, normally you would ransom them for money.
Yeah.
She's told you to hand them back for nothing.
Does she not just want half the money? Is that not a better deal?
No, she wants to see whether you will do as she. How much?
Understanding how much you'll sacrifice for her love.
Yeah,
Correct, yes.
What you're sacrificing is your future children's money. That's what you're sacrificing, yeah.
Or
You could have had a pet water leaper. We could have kept my last prisoner.
Have it in a tank in the front room.
Let's go.
Okay, I
Go.
didn't know that.
You've got 3 months to shop around for another bird. You're all right.
Yeah.
All right. Adwin is old. I keep calling her is old. She's not a lady because she is a daughter of a wealthy clothier. What do you wish to do with Isolde in the autumn and winter?
I'll basically. Yeah, I want to use courtesy, but just get to know her as much as anything else. More than I have. And,
Attempt to invoke your passion for Lady Isolde, for Isolde, if you wish.
I'm not that lucky on these.
Okay. Your passion. Your
it was
passion
one
is
for a
not
second then. Right, okay.
Roll courtesy. She is incredibly flattered by the attention you continue to bring to bear. And as the autumn stretches into winter, at the Christmas feast in Sarum, her father approaches the Earl and asks his permission for his daughter to marry Cadwin. And the Earl grants permission.
It's easier than I thought.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that shortly.
Said no man ever.
Easier than you thought, because she's not of a high station.
Yeah.
Marrying a knight, her father has realised that marrying a knight is actually in his interest as well as, his family name's interest. His family's interest. So that's why it's a little bit easier for you.
You're also going to be mentored.
Yeah, she's punching basically.
She is punching.
Yeah.
Let's go to Sexton.
Well, given I've already rolled my passion, which got a 2, so I succeeded.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a slightly different tact, trying to please her father as well as her. I'm going to use religion.
Okay.
To court her, in that we can make this right, etc. Before God. We know it's right between ourselves, but we can make it right before God.
Mm.
That's what I'm going to try.
Your
Hopefully,
father-in-law.
Yeah, my father-in-law. Fucking hates.
He's thinking of converting to paganism. What are you on about?
Anything that allows him to rip my heart out and bathe in my blood. That one. Yeah.
Straight into the Wicker Man for you.
But yeah, I'm going to give that a go.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
I just can't win, can I, with these dice? I really can't.
Is that family? They're cursed.
Oh my word.
Roll your spiritual, please.
Spiritual, where's that?
It's a trait.
Right. Spiritual's pretty good. Any bonus? No bonus?
No bonus. Straight up spiritual. Mate,
I just can't win.
Roll your worldly.
Watch this, straight underneath. Oh no, I can choose then. I'd like to go spiritual.
Okay. So your initial attempts at leveraging your knowledge of religion, despite the fact that it is a pretty robust belief structure and belief in Christianity that Sexton has, it doesn't move her. She is of an equal level of piousness, and she actually she gets you all tongue-tied in some of your arguments.
She out-scriptures me, doesn't she?
She out-scriptures you. But her father is impressed over the next sort of, as kind of the Christmas feast arrives, he is impressed enough that you have been, you have acted in a spiritual way to hop towards his daughter rather than a lustful way, that he begins to warm.
As in slightly thaw, as opposed to warm.
Yes. And
as in setting light to the Wicker Man.
Yeah, you find yourself at Christmas being sat with him and his daughter at
very good.
The table just below the soffit.
Okay.
However, he does not bless your marriage for year 489.
Okay.
And although he was impressed with your handling of the water leaper situation, he is still not 100% convinced that you are the right man for his daughter.
Well, I'll fight some Saxons. He'll probably be a bit happier then.
Medi disappeared. So, let's go.
When it comes back, it's half a second where you're just like, is it a t-shirt? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it not a t-shirt?
Jesus. Okay, Durkin. What is Durkin doing with his
with Elisand's? Right. What I'd like to do is I'd like to approach your father and ask if he'd like to come and accompany us on a ride in the country. So she's going to cart and I'm going to ride my horse. And while we're out there, I'm going to regale them with a tale of our water leapers. And in that tale, I also want to put the fact that if it wasn't for my friends, I would have surely drowned. So I'm trying to pick up my,
you
know, not my strengths, but I'm also vulnerable as well as being a badass knight.
Okay. Does Durkin wish to call upon his passion, adoration for Alicent first, or not?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Nope,
You're
not failed.
you're ambivalent to that. Okay, roll. What are you rolling against them?
I was going to do folklore if that's okay. Because these are folklore creatures.
You have a tick in folklore. The idea here is, if you can use any skill you want, but there is an option to also earn additional experience checks if you so wish.
Okay, in which case I'll do a rate.
Okay, makes sense.
So, telling the story.
No.
Against energetic for me, which is a trait. Your telling of your tale is you don't embellish it in terms of lie. You don't deprecate yourself in terms of your the part that you played in the tale. You give equal kind of billing to each of your companions in your conroy, and you tell it in a very energetic style. And she listens to you, smiles and nods, but at the end of the day, it doesn't move her in the way that you would hope it would move her. And her father is pleased that she is attracting the attention of one of the Earl's knights. At the moment is more interested, if you like, in how you will provide for his daughter rather than how you will talk to his daughter. And he doesn't feel that he has seen that side of you yet. So he does not approach the Earl this year to offer his daughter in marriage.
She's going to be too old soon.
She's 24, so she is on the slightly older side, but still not quite too old. And then we go to Cadogan and Lady Elaine.
My go-to would be horsemanship, but I don't want to use that.
Each one of you, by the way, was given the token and told not to get it dirty.
That was me.
Just let you. So, let's see first and foremost how well you did with that. Give me.
Well, you didn't go swimming, did you?
I didn't know.
You were a little bit reckless, so I would like a prudent roll, please.
Ooh.
You didn't go swimming.
Fair.
Yeah, didn't fall, right?
Did you get your passion rolled, or
Can I invoke the passion in trying to do that?
Is it not working? Hang on.
Oh no, I'm saying can I invoke?
Yeah, you can absolutely invoke the passion.
Okay, because my prudence shit.
Oh,
That's it.
So
So
close.
close.
So close.
All right. So prudent.
It's not shit. It's slightly below 50%. Okay, roll against reckless.
Again, it's right next to it.
I know.
big number? But fuck!
Bollocks. It's already ticked.
It's covered in all sorts of bits, isn't it? It's just bits of frog legs and
Well, fortunately, you didn't.
I washed it. If it was,
I will give you that. You washed it, and it is no longer the vibrant colour that it was. Just bear that in mind. And what are you? How are you approaching your?
Okay, so
courting over the autumn and winter.
So I will be trying to invoke the passion again for this, and I don't want to use flirting, but it's the obvious one to use. But I will use dancing. Let's use dancing. I think so. It's not something I'm comfortable with, and she's more than aware of it. I have told her, but I make a concerted effort to try and dance with her as often as I can whenever there is a chance.
Start with your adoration.
I'll play some music while you're dancing.
No. Oh. Well, I don't do that.
You're like, yeah, I would dance to you. I just can't be asked.
I just can't be asked. You ain't all that, fuck it.
You can still roll dancing, but your heart's not in it.
We'll find out.
Let's see whether your feet are there.
Blow your nose on the hanky and give it back to her.
However,
you legend.
However, yes.
Your heart isn't particularly in it. You're not a fan of, you don't enjoy dancing. And the day of the feast, the Christmas feast, when you are expected to kind of lead a dance with Lady Elaine, you kind of like, you approach it with like, what the fuck have I done here? Why? Is she worth it? But you absolutely you pull it off, right? You don't critically succeed, but you do a good dance that is a leading dance. And during the dance, she comments on the slightly grubby token of affection. And she asks pointedly why it got dirty.
My lady, unfortunately, I was in a battle with fey creatures in service to my liege. And I leapt off the boat, attacking one of them. Unfortunately, the creature sprayed mud on my arm as I was attacking it.
She kind of nods and she kind of puts her hand on your face and sort of says, well, at least it didn't hurt you and you came back to me. Enough.
Well, while nobody's looking, I'll just lift the shirt and go, it kind of did, but...
And she kind of, her eyes kind of widen a little bit and she smiles. Would you do that for me?
What, stab you?
What, attack you in the mud? No.
An enemy.
Let her bite you.
I would give Lady Elaine. I would give my life for you.
Oh, you charming fucker.
Lady Elaine, I would give all of my Conroy's life for you.
I would like you to roll valorous.
Followed by prove it.
Yeah. Prove it. Yeah.
Valorous, that's down there.
It's all right. You'd already said you'd knock me out, if you needed to, and I agreed. I gave you the nod.
That was a good one. Good success.
Very nice, yeah. Very high.
At the end of the Christmas feast, the Earl approaches you. In fact, approaches both of you, commends you on your dancing with an almost sly, I didn't think you had it in you, said Cadogan.
I didn't, sir.
He smiles and he looks at his Elaine and he says, see what my knights will do for the object of their affection. And the Earl agrees to just speak to the Duke of Silchester, to send word to the Duke that he intends to marry his daughter to one of his knights. And he says to you, just bear with this process for a little longer. It would be unwise of me to grant you the permission that you seek without seeking a father's acknowledgement.
Of course, my lord. I fully understand that.
So it would be very advantageous to marry into the family, as it were. All right. Everybody give yourself an extra 50 glory.
Awesome.
And please don't trigger happily click everything. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break. And we will come back in 10 minutes with our winter phase, and then we'll roll into 489. And 489 will be our final year of this season of Pendragon.
Cool.
And most likely, Pendragon will move to a Monday as one of our alternative Monday games going forward.
Sounds good. Okay, be right back.
Are we all back?
Okay. Oh no, Alex isn't back. He's got 4 minutes. Did my first bit of tanking for a noob today in Monsters and Memories. For a game that's got it's in beta. For a game that's got bad graphics, it's quite good. It's enjoyable.
Enjoyable game, is it?
Yes. Still have no idea what I'm doing in it, but it's enjoyable.
All right. We will come to weddings and funerals next year.
Hopefully, none of our funerals.
I was about to say funerals. Oh dear.
Oh, that's new. I can award glory. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Oh, isn't directly to our characters.
Yeah.
So just typing in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was looking like a bad glory year until Zed gave us 100 for them leapers and 50 for someone else.
Yeah, it is not a major glory year. Okay, so I have triggered winter phase. Please don't click anything yet. As always, I will use Aladric as my guinea pig. Okay, so solo scenarios. Let's start with Aladric. Roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
And this is where we all knock somebody up, even though we're about to be married.
Change religion to Mormon.
No, create the Mormon faith.
Create the Mormon faith, that's right. Sail to the Americas with the Vikings in about 500 years or so.
Okay, can you roll, check against, make a roll against Valorous, please?
Yes. Roll against Valorous.
Success. Okay, during the autumn, ahead of the kind of the Christmas feast, you participate in the Earl's hunting and take down a boar. You may add 10 glory to your character and check hunting.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Cadwin, can you roll d20, please?
Yeah.
17. Nope, 6. Could you roll? Let's have a look. Could you roll against just, please?
Yes.
Success. You are embroiled in your intended to be family. Pulls you into a dispute, a legal dispute with one of the other. Give me a second. With one of the other cloth merchants in the town. You weigh up all of the arguments, both sides, and issue an even and fair judgment in favour of Isolde's family, despite your fondness and desire to wed her. The Earl gets to hear of it and congratulates you on how you handled yourself, despite the other party offering you a £1 in bribes, you chose to turn it down. Yeah.
Basically
Okay.
said, go along with this, or I'm going to firebomb your shops. I think that was it.
It doesn't award you anything else other than a check in just. Let us go to Sexton. D20, please.
Was that Sexton?
Sexton, please. Yeah.
Here we go.
It's close to that 20. It was trying.
You may choose modest or proud.
I will choose modest.
Okay, so somebody has. Roll against modest.
This is where I roll the 20.
Success.
Tried.
It's right.
One of the feasts, you position yourself in such a way that the rest of your conroy is given the privilege of sitting closer to the Earl's table and served first. Again, doing so in a way to demonstrate your piousness and your modesty to Sir Malcolm, who has become a fairly constant presence in the Earl's court of late. Durkin! That should give you a check in modest.
D20.
He's
Already
he's
had a
got,
check in modest, so
he's got to be a constant in the court if he's going to plan your downfall and death.
Modest or proud, Durkin?
Oh, I think I'll be modest.
Roll against your modest, please. Success.
Oh.
Likewise, there's another opportunity for you to elevate your peers in favour in one of the feasts that you attend, and kind of pulling yourself, and allowing your peers to be served first. No other advantage there. So we go to Cadogan finally.
Fucking horror show.
No, you
20's
get
good.
Oh, it was 1 and 20, wasn't it? It was 1 and 20.
Yeah, you actually get to choose. So I'll read out your options: chaste or lustful, energetic, forgiving or vengeful, generous, honest or deceitful, just, merciful, modest or proud, prudent or reckless, spiritual, temperate, trusting, valorous, homage or fealty lord, love, family, honour, hospitality, station, famous or exalted passion. If you have a famous or exalted passion, I don't know that you do. Choose a famous or exalted passion. If you don't have one, which would be, so it's hate, loyalty to the king. If one of those is either, I think, 16 or above or 20, you can choose those. Otherwise, you can reroll.
What's the honor roll for?
Basically, your lord praises you, or your honor is questioned if you fail.
Fuck that. I know I fail that. Okay, let's go for energetic, I think.
Energetic. I will create a table for this so that you can see them all in future. Okay, roll energetic. Success. You work hard all winter. So other than your check to energetic, you gain no other bonus. Okay. That is the initial part of winter done.
So close to getting over 3,000.
Okay, so now you may proceed with your experience rolls.
So we can go into winter now.
Durkin's awareness improves.
About time.
And his passion to his liege improves.
Courtesy.
I love that lance. It just gives me all the bloody Christian values ticked every time.
Yeah.
My adoration for Gwen has improved.
Your adoration for Gwen has improved.
I like her weird prisoner kink.
Yeah.
As well as
Prisoner kink.
I think his adoration for Lady Elaine has improved.
Oh, it's my dancing.
Well, how many rolls did Sexton get?
I've got the
Wait.
lance that gives me checks in every one of the Christian religious traits.
Nice.
So every year I can
Nice.
And his passion
got-
for Lady Aiswin has improved as well.
Just,
Yeah,
just
managed to
do,
get
do,
to it
do,
on
do, I, do I get hatred of a dad at any point? I want hatred of that maid or whatever she has. She's a bitch.
Oh, yeah, okay. We can do that.
Oh shit! Shouldn't have said anything.
Your economic circumstance, nobody's economic circumstance has changed this year.
Ordinary.
Just ordinary. Click on your aging.
Tick.
Squire and maiden in waiting roles.
Improvement for Kevin. Fuck.
Come on, Percy, you cock.
None of them have improved. Lazy bastard.
Well,
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
didn't
it's not been improved.
particularly have a lot to do this year. See how well your horses survive.
Oh, Onyx.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no! Farron, the charger, died, Cadwin.
is that the
Good
one that
news
was
has-
struggling?
That was his injured one, which
that
he
was
didn't
the
remove
one
off his character.
Yeah, it should have been removed, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
You will learn
went out
that
to stud, that
Farron, it went out to stud and died in process.
With a smile on his face.
Reminder, you may choose a single point to a trait, raise or lower a passion, single point to a characteristic until you hit 35, or train skills, depending on your choice there.
You'd all be pleased to know I've finally regrown my inch. I've improved
You have.
size again, so I've just been grabbing my willy and stretching it. Like, come on, you fucking.
Now,
Yeah.
now,
Now.
we have one more thing. Does anybody, other than Aladric, has anybody else tipped 3,000 glory?
Yes,
have.
just.
I'm
Sure.
17 short.
3,225.
Okay, so
Jesus.
those
Oh,
of
your
you-
appearance is huge, isn't it?
Those of you who have topped will see that you now have a prestige reward option.
Yeah.
You may elect to use your prestige. Raise one trait by a point, raise a characteristic by a point, raise a
Cool.
skill by a point, raise or lower a passion by 1 point. You can opt to use your prestige rewards for family roles as well, but right now, none of you have technically yet got married.
Okay.
Family roles and just put none. Okay, that's me done.
I would love to use this prestige to raise my suspicion of Merlin by 1 point just to be petty, but I won't. Really cunt.
Every year you're raising it.
Okay, I think I made a mistake there, but that's good, but I'll stick with it. I've just improved my strength by 1.
And family roles, we just click anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, none. Done.
That's 2, 3, 4.
Everybody completed
5.
their reward.
Okay. Well,
Winter phase done. As the year ticks over to 489.
Yeah. I didn't click family rules. Does that make a difference?
Not at the moment, no.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Not for you because you're not married yet.
Yeah.
As the year ticks over to 489 and the usual Pentecostal feast approaches, this year there is some additional celebrations as... I can't remember. I should have made a note and I didn't. So who did I say was going to get married?
Me.
So Cadwin.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
asked for permission, didn't he?
Yes. The wedding between Cadwin and Isolde is announced, and Cadwin, you're pagan, aren't you?
Yeah.
You, can you roll me a d20?
It's gonna go on here.
She, unfortunately, is Christian. Or not necessarily, unfortunately. Do you wish to honour her with a Christian wedding, or do you wish to proceed with a pagan wedding?
Oh.
You must have a chicken you can sacrifice.
Alternatively, if you are split and you're not quite sure, then we can test. Your spiritual versus worldly. For a pagan, you are way more spiritual than worldly, which I find interesting.
Yeah, I think I gained spiritual for something.
Yeah, I think you. If you're favouring going pagan, then test against worldly first. If you're happy to go spiritual.
Spiritual is actually a required trait for a pagan.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah, it is. Actually, that probably won't work. I'll let you choose. You choose.
Test against spiritual.
You're testing against spiritual. Okay.
Oh, failed by one.
The test against worldly. Succeeds. Okay. You opt for a pagan. Oh, no. You would opt for a Christian wedding here, I think, because your spiritual would be leading you towards pagan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you opt to go with a Christian wedding. As a consequence, because you do this, I'm going to give you 50 glory.
Okay,
because you bring honor and glory to your wife to be and to her family. Can you then roll d6 plus 6? Wow. As a gift, you are presented with 12 Libra.
Wow.
As the dowry for your future wife.
That wool merchant's doing well.
Yeah.
That wool merchant is probably the most wealthiest wool merchant in Sarum.
It's alpaca wool.
He's now doing all the cloaks for all the knights. That's what it is. He's got an inroad.
Unfortunately, because she is not a lady, you don't have any holdings or manorial holdings that you can move to. So the Earl grants you private chambers within the castle.
Look at you! You're not on the bench next to the fucking.
Not sitting with the dogs in the corner anymore.
I'm still doing that, but
So under family, you can now add your wife. She would now become Lady Isolde on the fact that she has married a knight.
Where do you add that? There isn't a family tab. There's a house tab.
House tab. There you go.
So,
I've just clicked on the family tab. Yeah. It's fine. I can delete one of these. It's not a problem. I'll delete that one. There you go. Oops.
Aladric steals into the new family home in the night, kidnaps his old, drags her to Gwen's house, and then instantly releases her. Now marry me.
In the strictest of sense, she doesn't have a huge amount of glory.
Yeah, she hasn't got any at the moment.
Roll me 5d6 plus 6.
Nice.
Okay. Add 312 glory to her total.
Wow.
You were
Do
a
you know
catch.
for every wife, for your wife, for every previously married husband she had, she gets an extra 2d20 times 25 glory.
So that's how they have to get all the glory. They just go through their husbands.
Yeah. Oh no, he died. More glory. Next one.
Can you roll a
Poison.
d20 minus 5, please?
Let's see. Minus 5.
She begins married life with a neutral outlook and attitude to you and the marriage.
Lovely.
How old are you? When was you born? When was you born? You were born 484. You are age 25. She was born 482, so she would be age 23.
Yeah, 489 now. So that can't be right.
Yeah, 464 I was born.
464, isn't it?
6. Yeah, your parents have got 462. That's way wrong on there.
It automatically, it automatically put it in because of the thing.
Yeah. Let me just change this. I can change this to 442 will do.
442, right.
Yeah, put your parents at 442 for now. And if you put her at 462, please.
Are we supposed to be on that list as well, by any chance?
You're not supposed to be on that list now. This is your family. This is your direct family.
It's just what it doesn't say our age anywhere on the character sheet, does it?
Yeah, put it in the wrong column. You put it in
Say,
there.
For some reason, I'm 25 and my dad's 28.
Yeah, move your parents' birthdates back by 20 years. Cool. All right. That is now your household. Did I give somebody else permission to marry this year? I can't remember.
No, I think one was pushing it back a year, and the others rolled too high.
Gwen's pushing it back a year, yeah.
So Gwen's pushing it back a year. Elaine's pushing it back a year. Oh, Elaine, yeah, effectively Elaine's pushing it back a year on the basis that
Roderick has to ask the
Roderick needs
Duke
to
of...
approach, the Duke.
Elisant's just been a bit old.
Yeah, Elisant's being difficult. Okay. The usual events proceed as you press into 489. The fort is held in Cirencester. You accompany Earl Roderick northwards to Cirencester, joining many of the most powerful vassals of Uther's, including Duke Lindsay and Duke Ulfus of Silchester. As you are there, the Earl takes an opportunity to introduce Cadogan to the Duke. How do you wish to make an impression?
Yeah. I'll flirt with him. No.
The Noble's Handbook covers same-sex marriage.
How much time have I had before this?
You
Was I made aware that this was happening?
The Earl would not spring this upon you. He will tell you that he anticipates that the Duke of Silchester will be present at the King's court. And if that is the case, he would look for an opportunity to introduce you and give you the chance to present yourself to the Duke of Silchester on the basis of wishing to have his daughter's hand in marriage. You would have had, since the winter phase, you've probably had 3 months of additional time. And during that time, the Earl will have sent word to the Duke of his desire to have you marry.
Can you invoke station?
Just having a quick look at something.
Well, I'm trying to find Cirencester. My geography's rubbish.
Can I?
Yeah, Bath, just north of Bath.
Understanding that this chap's coming.
Ah, thank you.
Talking to my good Conroy member. I would like to fork out for him some nice clothing, some money for some nice clothing.
Okay.
You've got to spruce yourself up, mate.
I can do that. But can you invoke station?
Yeah.
So can I invoke station? Yeah, it's a passion.
You can
so can I invoke station so that I'm correctly deferent to him and basically just I don't know faux pas.
Absolutely.
And I will then be using courtesy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I will give you a 1 off +5 to either your courtesy or station for the clothing and the accoutrements that Sir Sexton bestows upon you.
So
I'll take the
knock off me 75D.
Yep, that's fine. Yep. By the way, as always, the Duke will have given you all new clothing. And yeah, he would have given you all new clothing. He does remind Cadwyn, though, that he is now responsible. Cadwyn is responsible for the welfare and well-being of his family. So there are now costs associated with keeping your wife in court.
So I'll take the +5 to courtesy.
Okay.
So that's there anyway. So I've got a bonus, and then I'll invoke the passion of station.
Okay, go for it. You may add an additional +5 to station.
Okay.
An additional +5 to courtesy. It should put you into critical territory, right?
No, because I've only got 10 in courtesy.
Oh, it puts you to... Yeah, okay. Success. Okay. You were given a half hour's...
Without those clothes, god damn it!
Sorry.
Yeah, you are given a half-hour audience with Duke Ulfius. And he will interrogate you. What kind of things are you going to be saying?
Well, I'll mention he'll want to know who my father is and my mother is and where they are and all that good thing. And I'll describe my family's background in, dealing with horses, equine, the side of things. But then I'll just essentially go into a very brief overview of what we've been doing in serving Earl Roderick.
He is,
and of course, the meeting with Merlin and the drawing, the finding of the sword and whatnot.
He is very one thing to know. Sorry, I'll come back to that in 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So, whilst you live in the castle, Cadwin, with your wife, your lord will pay 6 Libra a year for your maintenance.
You'll then charge 7 Libra a year for board and lodgings.
So, do I add that somewhere, or
No? That's given to you, but out of that, you can then opt to either have an ordinary, a poor, an impoverished lifestyle. Typically, you would, but you've only got 6. If you wanted to go for, say, a rich lifestyle, you would need to fund 3 Libra yourself for a year.
right?
Just live under a bridge with character building.
Under a bridge, yeah.
What do either of them give any particular difference?
No, not particularly. They give you a bonus to your geniality during, specifically during feast time. That's the only thing they do. Bonus or penalty.
They got a modifier on like your family roles and stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I was thinking.
Yes, I think you do as well.
Because you choose your lifestyle change, don't you, in going through winter phase?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just leaving it as ordinary for now, but yes, you choose your lifestyle phase.
You need to acquire an income before you can start doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So the 6 gold that I'm getting is basically spent to keep an ordinary lifestyle.
Yes, correct.
Well, yeah, okay. So I don't need to add anything or take anything away.
No. Okay, so the Duke...
Was his name Ultrex, did you say?
Ulfius.
Ulfius.
Ulfius. Ulfius. Duke Ulfius of Silchester. He listens intently to your account of yourself. Nods. Interjects every now and then with additional questions. He's very curious about how you came to be involved in the retrieval of the sword from the lady in the lake, for example, and how, for whatever reason, Merlin, he picks up on your commentary that Merlin seems to be present a lot of the times when you offer yourself to the king to perform deeds on his behalf. But he kind of... He asks you a single question at the end.
What is your favourite colour?
Would you be willing to adopt Christian faith?
Oh.
If my daughter so wished it of you.
I've already said I would die for her. But the decision between my faith is between myself and Mother Earth. It would be a consideration. And I've already considered a Christian wedding, which would be acceptable. I can have a pagan ceremony separate, but for face and for correctness, a Christian wedding would be fine. Adopting the Christian faith is a whole different matter. She would have to ask me.
Roll against spiritual.
It's getting juicy.
He nods. He sort of stands from behind the table that he sat, and he kind of comes around the table, putting himself kind of at your equal, and he takes your hand and shakes it. I will inform the Earl that you have my blessing to marry my daughter. I look forward to the invitation at the conclusion of this year's campaigns. And he kind of pats you on the back, smiles, and says, "Welcome to the family, son."
God willing, Duke Ulfius.
Oh.
And I will wink.
Oh, you're going to get some Christian lectures off Sexton this next year. That's it.
There is much gossip about the court. Many people speculating on, the impact of having many dukes and their armies, their knights present in Cirencester. You overhear many of the servants kind of grumbling quietly amongst themselves about the extra work and rumblings of bad news because they're all together. The general, rumblings are, is it going to be war yet again? Are we going to see another year of war? However, one of the ladies attracts one of your attentions, one of the serving girls, when you overhear her saying to one of the older serving girls, she simply, you catch her say, "Well, I'll say that having all these men around is pleasure for some of us." And several of the other younger serving girls blush and giggle.
We all turn to look at Sexton.
What have you done?
Well, actually, funny you should say that. Sexton's looking a little more dapper than he normally looks. Stood up a little bit straighter. He's looking a little bit more solid. His voice is resonant.
It's going to be that scene from the Holy Grail when Sexton's surrounded by, "We are but 80 young virgins."
I have just a little peril.
Word comes out from the dukes during court that a new Saxon army has been spotted in the north, led by Kings Octa and Eosa. They have encroached into Malahout and are besieging Eburacum. The Duke Lindsay, Duke Lindsay has kept them from heading into Lagresse.
Keen to ride north.
The prince announces that all vassals of the king will be expected to report for war this summer, with half of their knights and at least 40 days' worth of food. The other commentary is about the defeat by King Claudius of Praetor Syagrius. Though none of the sort of the dukes and vassals of the king comment outwardly on the reasons why the praetor was defeated.
The silence is deafening.
Towards the end of court, the king announces that he will be marching west to Cornwall with the army that Prince Maddox had instructed the vassals to gather, whilst Duke Lindsay will return home to continue to harass the Saxons around Lincoln. As court winds up, a messenger from the Centurion King arrives and is dismissed by the king with no answer or response to the pleadings that he brings. As campaigning season arrives and we move into sort of June, July, you find yourself on the road with your Earl amongst his senior knights, heading westwards with the king's army down into across from Sarum up into Somerset, where King Cadwy greets the king, but does not have any of his troops join the king's army. The king is visibly agitated by the news, though remains as calm as possible in the presence of King Cadwy, only losing his temper once the king and his retinue have returned west. Nonetheless, he has an issue to deal with, and that is the fact that Duke Gorlois of Cornwall has once again turned his back on his duties and responsibilities to Uther. So Uther fully intends to bring war to Cornwall. A few weeks later, you find yourself across from at the bottom of a hill, looking upwards into thick trees. Each of you make awareness rolls, please. Look at Cadwin being successful. The critical. Sexton focusing very much on the conroy and ensuring the conroy is presenting themselves in a manner that is befitting the name and station of Earl Roderick, fails to note what the rest of you see. And that is many armoured knights, archers, foot soldiers up in the trees. Rumours suggest that you are outnumbered by Gorlois's army, upwards of 2, possibly even 3 to 1. And the battle that the king will call will be bloody and difficult. Especially, Sexton, roll battle, please.
What's battle?
Shit. Trying to think if there's anything I can do to
Can you invoke
add to
anything?
this. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
You are in the line of the other conroys of knights waiting for the order to charge.
Can I invoke the homage to my liege? We will.
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best to not fail him. It's a good roll.
5 to your battle roll.
Let's see if that's battle.
Ooh.
That's battle.
Yeah.
No.
You do not particularly fancy both the strategic position you've found yourself in, terrain-wise, definitely is not favouring yourselves. A charge uphill into thick, heavy woods is definitely going to be costly, even suicidal. And if the enemy charges knights down from the wood, it is equally going to be messy. So you stand, I mean, how does Sexton feel? Knowing that you are outnumbered at least 2 to 1 and the conditions of battle are not favourable.
How does he feel?
And what does he say to the rest of the conroy?
Well, he will advise the Earl that he does not like the current strategic situation, but he's confident that we will stand firm. Our knights are worth at least 3 or 4 of his gathered troops. I don't know whether how many of them are heavy armoured. My awareness is clearly shit because everyone else is like, they're all fully kitted out.
Turning around to Saxon going, what are you looking at? Look that way.
They've got a trebuchet.
I'm aware of that. The rest of the men perhaps are not, and do not have your sharp eyes. I would not take their courage from them at this time.
Oh, they're all fully aware. They just spoke to me.
No, but those lads down there are not. Keep your voice lower.
Anybody else wish to add anything at this point as you are kind of nervously waiting for the command?
I don't know why I expect Durkin to Leroy Jenkins and just run into the
I believe my friend Sexton here has a battle knowledge to see us through safely.
Follow
And
your
our
orders.
sword arms,
Stick close together. We'll pull through this.
Think of columns.
Our swords are in God's hands.
I'm waiting
if you
for the
find
mist.
yourself without worry
these
riding
two.
through green fields,
You're in Elysium. You're already dead.
Just think, it's going to be 600 years before somebody gets an arrow in the eye, so we should be all right.
Suddenly there is you notice around you that your fellow knights and men-at-arms suddenly all sort of look to their right. You're kind of on the left flank, so you kind of look to the right and you notice under a flag of truce, the king and Merlin. Well, the king rides and Merlin walks beside him.
That's good.
out from the army and towards the waiting army in the forest. After a few moments, you hear the king yell, "One land, one king," and a voice from the forest comes back, "Justice."
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Merlin casts level 10 Call Lightning.
So, summon dragon.
Merlin seems to say something to the king, and the king nods. And you watch as he unsheaths his blade. Suddenly, as he raises the blade, it seems to catch the morning light, gleaming more brightly than the light would have it do so. As that happens, it's almost like a veil lifts in the forest, and you see hundreds of knights and armoured foot soldiers and archers, all stood in nervous ranks waiting for their order to attack. A gasp runs through those. You see the Duke Gorlois, sort of glances around at what you take to be his own nobles, a somewhat concerned look on his face. A voice booms out, louder and more audible than you would ever expect from Merlin. "Behold, the sword of victory, forged when the world was young." The Duke Gorlois, holds his hands up and turns, stepping back into the trees for a moment while the king and Merlin cut lone figures ahead of their army. "And if I surrender, what do I get?" you hear the Duke yell. "You get," the king begins, a slight anger in his voice. Merlin reaches out, touches the king's arm. The king stops, leans down. "You get all the land from here to the sea to hold for the king." "I accept," shouts the Duke. And immediately cheers from both your army and the opposing Duke's army ripples out.
That's a good turn of events. Would have been a bloody one.
What trickery did that sorcerer cast to change those men's minds?
Roll your passion, please.
I saw his clawed hand on Annalise's shoulder. No, I say that. Okay, so I'm thinking, all right, fair enough.
Everybody,
really
give yourself 10 glory. The king invites Duke Gorlois to his camp, and they set up a camp kind of in the middle of no man's land, and they both, evenly split the guarding of the camp between both armies. They carouse and drink, talk throughout the night until the early hours of the following day, when the Duke leads his armies back west into Cornwall. The king brings all of his vassals together, and within a couple of hours of dawn, the cry to decamp and prepare to march north to the aid of Duke Lindsay to fight against, head to Rostock and fight against the armies of Octa and Ursa.
Finally, some blood I will feel proud to spill. War against the Saxons comes.
Indeed.
And next week, as we bring 489 and this season of Pendragon to a conclusion, you will indeed get an opportunity to see how battle works.
Awesome. That's
Well,
I've got to change the year because mine still says 488. Sorry.
Should say 489.
Yeah, mine says 488.
well, that's
It's
what year
mostly-
we've just done.
Does it not say 489 at the top of the screen?
No.
Does it say
488.
anything?
There's 488
488.
Uther period.
Uther period.
488 Uther period.
I'm also bizarrely a year older than I should be.
I'm 25.
I'm
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
I guess the 489 is working somewhere.
Correct me.
Just not in the whatever that calendar is.
Where does it say your age?
Go
bio.
on to bio. Yeah.
Oh,
You
the other way.
should have been born in
25.
464.
Saxton Hardcastle now has a really deep resonance voice as part of his appearance improvement.
Cool.
Nice.
That's funny because we're all going to be talking like that because I've got a deep voice. I talk
Cadogan
like
has,
this.
Cadogan has put some size on over the winter period.
Has he?
He's been training, so he's now a little heavy set. So he had
Good lad.
He's still got a muscular physique because that's his natural distinctive feature, but he's been putting in some proper hypertrophy training.
Come down to Saxton's gym. I'll show you how it's done, lads.
See, I'm already heavy set. So I'd go to abusive if I'd have done that, so I didn't.
I'm quite impressed at 488 ribbons on the map.
Well, City of Legion's Chester, isn't it? As well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Actually, quite interesting, the port of Chester back in the Roman ages. Yeah. The
I was gonna
major
say,
port in the UK, actually.
Why is it called City of Legions?
Because there's loads of
What's,
legions there.
Yeah.
Does it still say 489 in the top of your screens?
488.
488.
Can somebody refresh their screen and see if if it changes?
There's still Roman legions walk around Chester.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, 489.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not automatic for you guys. You have to change it. All right. 489's a really weird one. That whole section is just literally a scripted kind of read aloud kind of section. And then you march north and you go have a bit of a skirmish with some Saxons.
Cool.
It's a fairly quick year.
Out of curiosity, does battle matter to everyone or just one person in the convoy need it?
So battle drives battles. Let me explain.
I guess we haven't had a battle yet.
Yeah, so
I put a point into it, but
we need 10 to be a knight.
Yeah.
But you'd use the person with the highest battle to lead you. But if that person falls,
So I've got 13.
yeah, I've got 13. I've got 13. Yeah.
Does that mean I'm not a knight because I've only got 5?
I'm allowed.
Yes.
So effectively, the battle skill is used to define a whole bunch of parameters around the actual battle that your convoy gets dragged into. So you determine forces. So by doing that, you sort of say, okay, so who are the overarching forces that you're fighting? One noble on each side is designated the army commander. Their battle skill is noted. So, for example, this would be King Uther, and his battle skill is going to be 20, probably. The size of the battle indicates its intensity. So this is going to be a skirmish because I don't want to get it dragged down too much. So it's not a full-on battle. It's strictly a skirmish, though we still run it as a battle. A skirmish is described as being 30 knights approximately on each side, or a knight equivalent, with a total combatants of 100, and it's conducted over 3 battle turns. And then a battle has an intensity. And the intensity is used to start to determine who chooses the foes that you fight on each round of battle. And a round of battle is effectively 1 hour of the battle, if that makes sense. But we'll go through this step by step next week.
Are we expecting next week to be the last session for this season?
We are expecting, yes, we will finish this. We will get you all married, most probably. And the first few of you will potentially see if you have children.
Cool. Yeah, I'm away on a holiday for the next 2 Thursdays after next one, obviously. So hopefully we can get it all done, all done and dusted.
We will, we will definitely get it all done and dusted next week.
Cool.
I'll get my squires looking for decent trees that'll make a nice joust.
How many of your squires have hit 21 yet?
No.
No, mine is 18.
18.
18, yeah.
18. Okay.
His skill is 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. 18.
Well, mine's 17, which is why he ain't getting any better, because like he's better than me at most things.
I've got 16 on mine.
16 on mine too.
Last year.
In fact, he's better than me at everything.
Well, I was quite surprised that my father has 3,400 glory.
That's the role that you've got to get under, isn't it, for your squire to perform their action?
Yeah.
Correct. And get over it for the squire to improve.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
So you won't really see your squires improve unless they're really bad, and then
then they're not really succeeding on much, and there's a high chance they'll die.
Yes.
From the beatings
or get lost.
Tiny Tim the Squire.
There's a really interesting bit in a couple of the scenarios that I was reading earlier where if the players do something really foolish, they're effectively out of the campaign until they are able to recover from the thing that they've done that's foolish.
Yeah.
And so you have to bring in new characters at that point until they come back. It's really weird.
Yeah.
What defines foolish?
Pretty much anything we do.
I can guarantee I'll find out.
Effectively, in this instance, it's getting lost in the forest, but it's a specific forest and it's a magical fairy forest, and you just wander around that forest until you find a way out. But it costs you a year each time.
That sounds like a lioness thing.
Yeah, you could be gone for 6 years, basically. Then your character could be gone for 6 years before they reappear.
That's a good excuse for a pub crawl, isn't it? Oh no, I was lost in a magical forest.
Lost in a magic.
What is it, like stuck in a fairy she type thing?
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep in any mushroom circles.
We might get to that one day. That will probably be, I think that's Anarchy period, late Anarchy period that happens in.
Don't eat any food that forest weirdos want to give you.
All right, guys. It was an absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed tonight.
Always a pleasure.
We will wrap up this season of Pendragon next week.
Cool.
So what's the Thursday schedule then? Are we Pendragon next week? And
Pendragon
then
next week, and then we will, all being well, unless something horrendously goes wrong, we will be back for our season 2 of Kingmaker on the 3rd of September.
oh wow,
I know I said it'd be a week off, but I was kind of thinking that 489 might be a fairly complex year, but it's not that complex. So we can wrap 489 up next week, I think. Even if it takes us to like 10:30, we'll wrap it up next week.
well, we'll just have to get a prompt start, do some battling.
Get a prompt start, get the battles done.
Try not to die.
I was about to say it might be really quick when we all just get killed in the first hour of the battle.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got to take a hostage, release a hostage, get married.
Not get killed by the released hostage.
That is a good.
That too.
Do we know you need a hostage?
I'll tell you all. I'll tell you all. She's got some weird fucking.
She's
thing.
absolute batshit.
We'll sort you out. We'll find you a hostage.
She's bad.
This is straight out of Knight's Tale, isn't it? It's the whole.
Yeah.
You need to lose to show me you love me. It's like, what? Now you need to win. What?
Make up
It's
your
not
bloody
quite
mind.
as bad as that. You need to win, but don't kill them or sell them. Just let them go.
I couldn't have just had a simple fucking lady love like you lot. Just literally like, let's get married.
Yeah, because mine's going super well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
At least you'll also get new lodgings.
Well, if Sontara had failed his role for how he spoke to the Duke of Silchester, that would have been delayed by a year. And if it had fumbled, that would have been not on my life.
Ooh.
I'd have killed him there and then. And again, oh no, somebody's coming and killed him.
That was actually a lovely bit of role playing. Sorry, that was really cool. It was proper juicy. Like the way you got around that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm not giving up my faith.
So essentially, the pagan religion.
Really have to.
The pagan religion was destroyed by females getting married.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was destroyed by horny men wanting some. Just